Good morning to all of you. In today's session, we'll be discussing various network commands that can be used in Windows or and as well as Linux platform, right? So initially, we'll go through all the network commands, most useful network commands that can be used on Windows platform. So the first network command is the ifconfig. So this ifconfig command displays the basic address configuration information for the Windows devices you are working on. So basically, the devices which are connected with the internet, such as your own PC or laptop, or maybe the network interface card or the wireless adapter in your PC, right? So we'll get the IP addresses of all these devices by using ipconfig command. So this ipconfig command can be used in any one of these combination by providing uh, the options along with the ipconfig command. So these options are also called as the switches, right? So first one is the ipconfig space slash all. So basically these are called as what? Switches. So these switches provides the additional information as well as perform the additional task or specific actions, right? So this ipconfig slash all displays the additional information for all network adapters, whereas this ipconfig release, right, this particular switch is used to release the IP address for uh, which you are currently using along with the network devices or the Windows devices, right? So all the IP addresses will be releases, while this ipconfig slash renew will renew the IP address on your device, right? Another one is the flush DNS. So this particular switch is used to flush the DNS cache, right? So domain name server cache will be flushed by using this flush DNS switch. If you want to get the help regarding this ipconfig command, then you can simply use this one slash question mark. It displays the help for ipconfig as well as its switches. Okay, let's try to run this ipconfig command. So simply you can run these commands in the command prompt. So in search window you can press cmd, right? You can open this command prompt with administrative privileges by selecting the by right clicking on this command prompt and selecting run as administrator option, right? So once your command prompt get open, uh, you can press cd dot. Okay, so just I'll try to increase the font so that it will be visible to you. So okay, fine. So here you can simply run command ipconfig. Okay, so as you can see there, you will get different IP configuration used in Windows, right? So you will information related to Ethernet adapter, right, as well as wireless LAN adapter, correct? Then there are different wireless LAN adapter used in this particular PC. Even you can get wireless LAN adapter for Wi-Fi. Currently I am connected with the hotspot, right? So I am using that wireless LAN adapter for Wi-Fi, right? So its IP version 4 address has been shown, right? Even IP version 6 address has been shown. Subnet mask and default gateway address has been shown, through which I am communicating with the internet. Even you can use ifconfig /all command, right? So you will get the information related to all network devices used in this PC, as well as, or you can call it as Windows devices. Okay, so you will get the host name, right? IP routing enabled or not has been shown, correct? Then DHCP server has been enabled or not. If this dynamic host control protocol is enabled, that means automatically IP addresses will be assigned whenever you are getting connected with the internet, right? So you are also getting here the physical addresses and the devices, okay, which are used for Ethernet connectivity. So a real take PCI interface has been used for connectivity purpose, right? So likewise you will get the complete description of various adapters or the network devices used in this PC, right? Similarly, you can execute these remaining switches, right? That is /release /renew flush DNS even /help or question mark, right? The next command is the ping, right? So this in front of this ping command you can specify the specific IP address or even the URL, right? So the uh, this ping command is used to test whether one network host is able to communicate with another or not, right? So it is used for troubleshooting network connection issues, right? So the ipconfig command was used for quickly finding your IP addresses, right, for various Windows devices, while ping is used for troubleshooting the network connection issues, right? So basically this command can be again directly executed in the command prompt, right? So assuming there is nothing in place to stop the ping reaching its destination, just for example, if you have firewall enabled, or if certain network problems are there, then just for example, if your firewall is blocking the ping command, then ping command will not give the responses. Even if you have certain network problem, then also this ping command will not give any responses, right? But if firewall settings are proper for the execution of ping command, as well as there is no network problem, so the device will respond to the ping with uh, specifically 4 data packets, right? So if you receive these data packets back, the ping confirms that a working network path exists between you and the destination host, right? So let's try to execute this command again on command prompt. So just by putting ping command, it will show you the different options available with ping command, right? So you can use all these options, right? So you just try it at your own end. For these options, we'll try to just ping to google.com, just for example, right? So I have provided the URL of the website, right, from which I want to uh, receive the packets. If it returns the packets, if firewall settings are proper and network is properly working, it will obviously return the full packets from the google.com. So if I am receiving those packets, that means there is connection between my PC and the google.com. Okay, so I can communicate with the google.com from my PC. Okay, so as you can see that reply from google.com has been received. So you will see that only 4 packets has been sent. Okay, so 32 bytes of data has been received, right, as 4 packets with 8 bytes each, right? So how many packets has been sent and how many packets has been received, there is 0% loss, right? What is the round trip time, right? In millisecond has been indicated. Minimum, maximum and average round trip time has been written. Okay, so as this ping command has written these particular uh, 4 packets, so that means my network is properly working and there is direct connection between my device and the uh, server or the host which I have pinged, right? The next command is the getmac. Okay, so this getmac command is used to get the MAC address, which is also called as the physical address of your device, right? So this getmac command can be used to quickly finding your MAC address. So in order to be compliant with the IEEE 802 standards, each device must have a unique, that is a unique MAC address. MAC is specifically abbreviation for media access control. So the manufacturer of your device will assign a MAC address and it's stored within the hardware. So every physical hardware which is used to connect to the network has the unique MAC address, right? So just for example, the Ethernet adapter used in my device and the Ethernet adapter used in some other device, just for example mobile device or maybe in laptop and PC, right? So every Ethernet adapter has the unique MAC address and it is assigned by the manufacturers who is manufacturing that particular Ethernet adapter. So your device will be uniquely located in the network by using these MAC addresses, right? So the getMac command provides an easy way to find the MAC address of your device. So if you see more than one MAC addresses of your device, it will have multiple network adapters. So for example, a laptop, it will have both Ethernet as well as Wi-Fi adapter. So it will have two separate MAC addresses, right? So some administrator will use the unique MAC addresses of devices to limit what can and cannot connect to a network, right? So just for example, you can directly execute this get mac command in the command prompt. Okay, so here I will not show the what you can say. Just for example, I will directly execute this command get mac in the command prompt, and once you will execute this command, so you will find that the physical address has been uh, responded. As you can see that there are two physical addresses. First one is for Wi-Fi adapter and it will show that it is connected. So as it is connected, so through which TCP/IP or which protocol it has been connected. So here it has been shown that TCP/IP protocol is used to connect to the Wi-Fi adapter, right? And another physical address has been shown, but that media is disconnected. That is nothing but my Ethernet adapter, right? So this is how you can execute this getMac command, right? So another one is the ARP command. So by using getMac command, you are getting the physical addresses or the MAC addresses, right? The hackers can use these physical addresses to hack your device if you don't have the proper uh, firewall settings, as well as if you don't have the proper uh, anti-virus softwares installed in your PC, right? So next command is the ARP. So ARP is used for troubleshooting network connection. This ARP stands for address resolution protocol, and the command is used to map an IP address to the MAC address, right? So again, communication over a network takes place using just IP addresses, but this is not the case, right? The delivery of packets is ultimately dependent on the MAC address, as I have earlier explained that each adapter or the device, network device, has the unique MAC address. So obviously IP addresses are used to connect to the network, but it is possible that a particular IP address in A network can be repeated in B network, right? So same IP addresses can be shared by different devices in different networks, right? But the MAC addresses are unique one, right? So by using the ARP command, you can display and modify the address resolution protocol cache useful for resolving address resolution problems. So again, in the command prompt, you can simply specify the ARP command. It will show all the options available with the ARP command, right? So some of the examples has been shown here, so you can try it out, right? So just for example, if I am just typing this command arp /a, so it will display the address resolution protocol table. Okay, so what are the different internet addresses has been used, and what are the different physical addresses available with those IP addresses, right? So those have been shown in using this arp -a command, right? So next one is the host name, right? So you can quickly find the host name by using hostname command. So the hostname command provides you with an easy way to identifying the hostname that has been assigned to your Windows device. So there are ways of being able to find these through Windows, but using the command line is much quicker. Even you can go to the system properties to get this hostname, right? So simply you can type this hostname into the command prompt, and it will present you with the local computer name of your device. Okay, so I can simply type hostname in the command prompt, right? So as you can see that the name of my computer or the laptop is desktop 2H98D92. Okay, depending on what host name has been assigned to this particular laptop, right? The next one is the nslookup command. So this nslookup command is used to troubleshoot the network connection issues. So nslookup is useful for diagnosing the domain name server name resolution problem. So by typing nslookup into the command prompt, you will be presented with the name and IP addresses of your devices and DNS server. So basically, for at home, this will be more than likely be your router, but in the enterprise environment, this will be probably be a dedicated domain name server. Okay, so nslookup can be used to find the IP address of a device. So it will find the domain name of an IP address and file even main server or mail servers for the domain. So if I am just typing the nslookup command here, right? So basically it will provide the default server and the address, right? So by typing this nslookup into the command prompt, you will be presented with the name and IP address of your device DNS server, okay, domain name server, right? The next command is the nbtstat or nbstat, right? So it is used for troubleshooting the net bias issues. So from using the hostname command, each device running Windows will be assigned a computer hostname, right? Often there will be either domain or work group that is also assigned, and that the device is the member of, right? So at home, your device is likely to be within its own work group, basically, right? So the technical term for the computer name is the net bias name, basically, Okay, so the technical term which is used for computer name is nothing but net bias. Okay, so uh, here this nbtstat command is useful, right? So Windows uses different methods to associate net bias names with IP addresses. So these include broadcast, lookup, for example, right? So there are times in which this mapping breaks down, so the nbtstat command is used to help you to diagnose and resolve these problems. So again, there are various options which can be used with the nbtstat command, right? So you will get this option displayed if you use this nbtstat in the command prompt. Okay, so here you can find various options which can be used along with the uh, nbtstat. Just for example, along with nbtstat, if I am using -n, right, so it will give the list of local net bias names, right? So here you can see the different names which are used if you are connected with the organization's internet. So workgroup name can be utilized, and if you are using the internet at home through your mobile hotspot, or maybe with the available connection, it may be broadband connection or the fiber optic connection in your home, depending on what different names are utilized uh, in the uh, local internet connectivity, right, along with their IP addresses, right? So here you can see that for Wi-Fi connection, different names has been used, right? For Ethernet connection, if you are connected to Ethernet, again different names will be provided, right? Even Ethernet adapters, depending on local area connections, different names has been assigned, right, along with the IP addresses, right? So that is net bias statistics, or nbtstat command, right? See, next command is the net command. So it will display the available net switches if you are simply typing a net command in the command prompt. So the net command is versatile one. So it will allow you to manage many different aspects of network and its settings, such as network shares, users, print jobs. Okay, so these are some of the examples simply. So running just net won't do much, but it will present you with the list of all the switches that are available with net. Okay, so even you can have accounts to set password, even logon requirements, files to show the list of open files, and session to list or even disconnect sessions on the network. So all these kind of information can be accessed by using the switches available with the net command, right? So let's try to execute this net command again in command prompt, right? So if I am executing net command, so it will display all the options available with the net. So if I am just typing net and file, right, so basically this uh, uh, indicate how many files are open. So as here it has been said, there are no entries in the list, so currently no files are open, right? So likewise you can try out the other options with the net command, right? Next command is the netstat, right? So it will display the network statistics. Simply you can execute netstat command in the command prompt. So viewing network statistics is specifically way to troubleshoot any problems you are experiencing on your network, and it may well point to you the direction of the root cause for the various network issues, right? So the netstat command does that, simply present you with a useful network summary on your device. So even by using netstat command, you will see a list of active connections with more being added every few seconds. It will describe the protocol being used, even the local address, the foreign address, and the connection state. So if you want to see some interface statistics including bytes sent, received, errors sent and received, and unknown protocols use, you can use a -e switch along with the netstat command. Okay, so if you try to execute network statistic command, so you will get what type of protocols used, what are the local addresses, what are the foreign addresses, okay, and whether that connection has been established or not. If again you are accessing internet during this session, so automatically again more rows will get added in this particular active connection information, right? So even you can, as you can see that one more entry has been added here. So HTTPS connection has been established, right? Connectivity has been established there. Okay, so here you can see that this close and time wait entries has been also added there, right? Even along with netstat you can have -e, right? So where you can get the overall statistics of the current network session, how many bytes has been sent, received, right? How many unicast packets were there, non-unicast packet, discarded packets or discarded bytes, errors, as well as unknown protocols. Okay, so that statistics even can be provided by the netstat command, right? So interface statistics have been provided. Currently I am again using the Wi-Fi interface, right? Okay, so next one is the netsh. So it displays and configure the network adapters, different network adapter. Again, it is a very powerful command allowing you to view and configure almost all of the network adapters in your device in much greater detail compared with the some other commands. So when you run the netsh command, so the command prompt will be shifted into network shell mode. So within this mode, there are several different contexts, such as one for the DHCP related commands, and one another can be for diagnostics, even for the routing. So it is possible to still run individual commands from netsh. So basically it if you are simply using netsh, so it will provide the shell mode, okay, in the command prompt, where you can uh, execute various commands related to DHCP, diagnostic, routing, right? So just for example, if you try to uh, execute this netsh command along with the options available, to see the different options or switches available with the netsh, so you can simply type netsh/help. So here you will get the list of the different options available with the netsh command, right? So if you simply execute the netsh command, so it will provide or transfer the control into the shell, okay, network shell within the command prompt. Here you can see that the active shell is there, right? So here you can have different context, right, which can be provided. As you can see that these different contexts can be seen, right? That is trace, wcn, even these are for basically routing, even DHCP configuration, right? So different what you can say that context are available. Okay, so you can try these context along with this shell, right? So that is what the your net shell command can be used for, right? Another command is the taskkill command. So it is used to end different processes, right? So basically, uh, there are different processes which are currently being running, right? So you can get the information of all the processes which are in execution through task manager, where you can see all the application running, and in detail you can see the what are the different processes used by those applications, right? So if you want to kill a task or a process using their process id or by the file name, you can use this task kill command, right? So if you aren't sure of which processes are running and therefore don't know what needs to be killed, first use the task list command to see the process name in addition to how much memory that process is using. Okay, so once you get the process name, you can kill the process by using taskkill command, and simply by typing taskkill slash im and the name of that particular process to end it, right? Even there are different switches which can be used along with the taskkill command, again that can be viewed by using simply taskkill, right? Then the help switch, right? So here you can see that there are different examples given. uh, by using taskkill command slash im and notepad.exe, you can kill this particular task, that is notepad, right? If you know the process id, then you can specify the process id along with this particular switch slash pid, right? So multiple processes can be killed using a single taskkill command, right? So you can get the list of different tasks under execution by typing the task list, right? So here you can see various tasks are under execution, right? Correct. So you can kill any one of these tasks by using taskkill slash im and the name of exe file, right? So you can kill any one of these currently executing task. Okay, so here you can see that in this task list table, the name has been given, the process id has been given, session name has been given, right? And their memory usage has been given. If any task is uh, using or occupying maximum memory, so you can try to kill that task by using the task kill command. Okay, so this is how that task kill command can be useful, right? So next command is the trace route, or simply it is called as tracert, right? So again, it can be used to troubleshoot the network issues. Okay, so by using the tracert command, you can trace the route a packet takes before reaching its destination and see information on each hop along with the route. So a hop refers to the number of routes that a packet passes through along its route. Sometimes a hop is counted when the packet passes through other pieces of networking hardware such as repeaters, switches, even access points, or maybe routers. But this isn't always the case, as it depends on how these devices are configured and the role they play on the network. So after running the tracert command, you will be presented with the line by line summary of each hop, which includes the latency between your device and the particular hop and the IP address of the hop. Uh, just for example, if you execute the ping command to test the reachability of a website, in this example you do not receive the reply on this site cannot be contacted. Okay, you can then use the tracert command to show you exactly where the problem is occurring. okay, if ping command is not working, right? So it could be default at your end, or the website itself may be unavailable, right? So let's try to execute this tracert command, right? So it will provide with all the options available with the tracert, right? So if you simply provide the tracert, just for example -4, right, command, -4, and even you can provide the target name here, just for example google.com, okay. So it will provide how many hops are used, right? What are the different devices that has been contacted, okay, how much time has been used, right? So it will give you the various hops, right? So IP addresses presented in this list are not only the IP addresses of your device, but the intermediate devices used during the request transfer to the google.com. It may comprises different repeaters, right? Switches, right? Even the Wi-Fi routers, correct? So all those IP addresses will be written. So it will give you the complete tracing route, right? So the final destination to reach is nothing but that is the IP address of the google.com, right? Even if you enter this particular IP address in the browser, obviously google.com will be open, right? But you have started from your IP address, that is the network IP address you currently used by my device. Then what are the intermediate devices has been used, okay, during the request transfer to the google.com from my device. So all those will be shown here, right? So you can just cross verify here. I will end this process here, right? Okay, fine. So next command that can be useful is the pathping command, okay. So it can be used to troubleshoot the network connection issues. So we have already used the ping command, even traceroute command, and the similarities between those two, right? As you have probably already guessed by the name of this command, pathping, it combines based of the ping and the traceroute into the single utility. So most of the common features of traceroute, that is tracert, and the ping command has been combined in this pathping command. So you can again enter the pathping command in the command prompt, followed by the host name into the command prompt, and it will initiate what looks like a regular trace rt command that you have just executed, right? So again, you will get different reports, right? Even more details through using this pathpin command, such as statistics on the packet loss, even the latency reports, right? So if you are using this pathping command, so just wait for completion of this pathping command, so that you will get the different statistics, right? So again, here you can see that there are various options which can be used along with this pathping command, okay. So again, if I am going to google.com, right? So again, as you can see, it is tracing the route to google.com. Again, the IP address of google.com has been shown. So here the name of host has been shown, as well as the IP address has been shown, right? So again, total 30 hops, maximum of 30 hops will be displayed, right, using this pathping command. So you can just wait to so that this command will get completed, right? correct. So I have just terminated the execution of that command. So you just be patient and see the all the output that can be displayed by the pathping command. Another command is the systeminfo. So it will give the complete system information. So if you need to know about anything about the device you are using, just like the details of the processor used, version of the operating system you are using, what boot devices you have configured, right? Even the all this information you can observe from again system properties or my computer properties, right? Or the system information, okay, from the control panel. So all these details can be shown by using this command. Okay, so you will get the detailed information of the system you are using, okay, using system info. So processor information will be shown here, right, as well as operating system that you have installed, okay, even uh, various virtual memory, boot devices, network cards, okay. So all these information can be shown using the system information. So complete information has been shown here. What is the name of computer, operating system you are using, right? Even the product ID, when it has been installed, right? Who is the owner of it, correct? The manufacturer information, the basically device. It is talking about device, okay? So HP laptop has been there. How many processors are there, right? Whether it is 64-bit, what is the family of it, right? What is the speed, correct? Then what are the Windows directory, right? What is the total physical memory available, correct? Virtual memory size, where that memory can be located, right? Even these hotfix, different patches that has been installed, right? Then network cards which has been in use, right, as well as which are not in use, right? So all this information can be you can get through the system info command, right? Then uh, the last command maybe that we will be discussing here is the net view. So again it can be used to viewing the devices connected to a network, okay. So this net view, so if you want to see what devices are connected to your network, so this command will be useful. Simply you can run this netview command and after a short while you will be presented with the list of devices that are connected to the same network as you are, right? So this command may not show all of the devices connected to your network, right? So it works well enough for private networks but will fail to identify devices such as smartphones and printers. It can have trouble identifying devices running a different operating system to Windows. So let's try to run this command and let's see what it will return, okay. So it will return what are the different devices connected to the network, right? So again it will get certain time for the execution. So as you can see that a system error has been thrown, right? So sometimes it will work if you are connected to the private network, right? And multiple devices are connected to that private network. So currently only my laptop is connected, right? So therefore it has not given any list, right? Correct. So therefore the list of servers for this work group is not currently available, has been shown there, right? So these are some or few of the commands which are mostly used on Windows platform, right? So all these are the network commands, correct, for network diagnosis, network troubleshooting, to get the more details of the network, right? So frequently these commands can be used on Windows platform. On Linux there are different commands, so I will be just showing the list of those commands. You can try it on the Linux operating system through the terminal window, right? Similar sort of commands can also be available on Mac operating system, so you can explore those commands as well. So for Linux, there are commands like ifconfig, which is similar to the ipconfig command. So again, you will get the list of the IP addresses used by various devices in the Linux operating system. So even you can display and manipulate root and network interfaces through this ifconfig command. So similar sort of command is simple IP command. Okay, so ifconfig and IP commands are somewhat similar, right? So basically IP, it is the replacement of the ifconfig command in the Linux. Then there is traceroute. It is similar to the command that we have discussed in the Windows command, that is tracert. Okay, so again it can be used for troubleshooting. Even similar to traceroute, there is tracepath, but it basically traceroute requires the root privileges, but this tracepath command does not require root privileges, right? Ping command we have already seen in Windows, so similar command is there in Linux. Even netstat command that we have seen in Windows, so similar netstat command is available in Linux. Currently this netstat command is replaced with the ss command. Okay, then there is dig command, separately provided in Linux, so you can query domain name system related information using this dig command. Then nslookup, as the NSstat we have seen, right? Netstat. So this nslookup command is used to display the network connection information, right, in Linux, correct. So even you can get the domain name server related query using nslookup. Then there is route command, shows the IP routing table, right? Even you can manipulate the IP routing table using route command. Then as we have seen host name, so here host command is there. So again it can perform the DNS lookups. ARP command we have seen in Windows operating system, so same ARP command. So to view or add contents of the address resolution protocol table, you can use this ARP command in Linux. Uh, Similar to ifconfig or ifpconfig, iwconfig command is there in Linux, which is used to configure the wireless network interface. Hostname command we have used in the Windows, right? So same, it will give the network host name, right? The curl or wget, these are same command performing same action. That is nothing but to, if you want to download the file from the internet, right? So you can use curl or wget command. Then this mtr command, right? As we have seen the pathping command in Windows, right? So mtr is similar to that pathping command. So it combines ping and trace path into single command in case of Linux. Pathping command combining your tracert and ping command, right? Then this is the most important command, that is whois, right? So you can simply type whois in the terminal, and in front of that whois command you can type the name of any website, right? Just for example, if you are receiving any email from the unknown domain email server, right? So you want to check who is the owner of that particular domain. Just for example, abc at xyz.com. Okay, that is the you have received the email from that email ID abc at xyz.com. So you can simply type whois xyz.com, right? So you will get all the information about that particular domain, right? who is the owner of that particular domain, who has purchased it, right? That domain, where it is located. So all this information can be accessed through the whois command, right? So even there is whois online utility. Even in the browser you can type whois. So in that whois search box you can type the name of domain and you will get the information of that particular domain, right? So this is most important command if you want to get the information about any URL or the domain. If you want to purchase a particular domain name, right, and if you want to check if it is available or not, in that case also you can use this whois command. If that particular domain name or the URL is not assigned with any other entity, that means it is available. Okay, so you can purchase it, right? Next one is the if plug status. Okay, that is ifplugstatus. So it tells whether a particular cable is plugged in or not, right? So you can use that ifplugstatus command. So all these about the various network commands that you can use in Windows and Linux platform. If you are using Mac OS, again in shell or in terminal, you can execute those commands. You can explore those Mac OS command as well at your own end. Okay, so thank you for joining this session. In next session we'll be discussing some more things related to data communication networking. Okay, we'll be trying to experiment with the data communication and networking. Thank you.